everyone, this is High525, and today I'm going to be playing 60 Seconds. This is basically a game where you have to pack up a bunch of supplies and you have to survive in your fallout shelter. You might have heard about it before, you might not have, but I got this game during the Steam sale, which ended today. But I'm pretty excited to record it, and I got kind of lucky with this run because I got some extra stuff in the thing. Vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work out in your favor. Shelves are full of cans, water. No one needs food or water right now. Can't go outside. I mean, yeah, I brought down a good amount of stuff. I didn't bring down, actually I did bring down the radio. I brought down some cards and this checkerboard, so hopefully nothing bad will happen. Played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted for around 10 seconds, and that was only because the light went out for a moment. I really like the stuff they write on these books for like the automatic logs. It's kind of funny. It's fun as well. It adds a bit more life to this, if you know what I mean. Calm. Timmy's being very brave. Okay, so no one needs food or water this time. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. I think for now our shelter's already stocked well, so I'm not going to prepare an expedition. Spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that they have all the same rights to this shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. It's time we change that. We don't want any more spiders in our soup. No, sir. Let's use the bug spray, because the med kits are really hard to get, so we can't sacrifice that. So let's use the bug spray on the spiders. Day 3. I just got an achievement, all thumbs. I don't know what that means, but okay. When it's us or them, there shouldn't be any reservations when it comes to choosing your arsenal. We knew those spiders stood no chance against well-aimed bug killing spray, so we used it. When it was over, the few remaining spiders fled. We started cleaning up and claimed an unexpected prize, a soup can that we didn't notice before. It was well hidden in the shadows and under a few layers of dead spiders. We have one can and we lost our bug spray. Ted is really thirsty. Dolores, Timmy, we should get some water. Okay, everyone needs water. Let's give them all water. So now we have, so that's about 75% of a bottle. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Okay, we're good so far. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave, walk the surface like we used to, smell the fumes and pollution? Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. I want cake. Did Timmy write that? Oh, look, since we got a can, now our soup is in a box on the floor, because, yeah. Flies. We can take care of ourselves, no longer thirsty. Okay, so no one needs food. Contamination. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Should we allow them our map? See our map. I don't know why it would have us use this if it's just going to result in them looking at it. I'm not gonna take chances. 5 days, prepper. Oh yeah, with the I forgot you could do this with the map. You can like click on where to go. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Timmy's on his best behavior. How long will it last? No supplies needed. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. We still have good supplies. I think it's not worth it. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. You can tell Timmy's, like, drawing on the bottom. I hear that snoring. Right now, everything seems to be going good at the moment. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Where is water when Ted needs it? Ted is hungry. If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. Dolores would really love to eat something. Give him water. Okay, so Timmy needs water, and then both Ted and Dolores need both food and water. I don't think Timmy needs to eat. I think he'll probably need to eat tomorrow, just judging by, like, the behavior of the game. Contamination of our town is still strong. I'll wait another day. It's difficult to keep track of time down here, but at least we remembered it's Timmy's birthday today. He's growing so fast. We should get him something every boy wants for his... Which birthday is this again? Okay, we can't give him the med kit, because... for obvious reasons. We can give him the checkerboard. It's right next to him anyway, so... Hungry. Okay, Timmy's very hungry. When we were taking cover in the shelter, we barely had time to grab anything, so the checker set is missing half its pieces. Seems you can still play with the one half, since Timmy has been enjoying himself. Okay, Timmy's hungry. Okay, I still think we're fine for the moment. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. He's sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? What do you mean, what about the children? Yes, let's listen to it. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turns out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Wait, but it said they were speaking a foreign language. Might have been French or something, I don't know. Which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Weird. Timmy is no longer hungry. Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Okay, no one needs food or water. Contamination of our town is still strong. Yeah, let's not prepare an expedition. It's time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? Let's use radio. Phone? Phone's ringing. What? Why is the phone ringing? We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement service. It doesn't say the government, it just says government. Emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Okay, water. Okay, I think now it might be a good idea to send someone on an expedition. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go to you know what? For today, I think it's fine. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. Seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. What's next? Make contact with other wastelanders. I'm gonna send out Dolores. Just for the sake of it. 10 days. This is day 10. Alright, Dolores, what did you find? When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores would like to eat something. Okay. Our supplies. Let's see. You know what? I think now we can set up an expedition. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Of course I want to use the radio. Why wouldn't I? Wait for the instructions from friendly wastelanders. Okay. Okay, we're listening, and we're preparing a scavenge. I can hear the radio. Oh gosh, what is that noise from the radio? Jeez. Good news, the government radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Timmy and Ted should eat something. Okay, let's send Timmy outside, because from what I've seen, Timmy gets good loot. Good day, stretch a bit. Wait further instructions from the military. Okay, so we're sending Timmy out. He's gonna bring the gas mask with him. Alright. This is gonna take a bit. I think the scavenging takes a few days, so yeah. Ted should drink something soon. Okay, they both need to drink. Yeah, we're starting to run low on water. We're starting to run on water. No, we're starting to run low on water. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check out what's inside? Sure. Yeah, let's check out the briefcase. Day 13. Oh man, Dolores is sick now. Darn it. It was an innocent-looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought we got lucky, but it was all a lie. Either that, or the water was irradiated, or it was some kind of biological weapon. Made us all pretty sick. Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Well, we have the med kit, so we can give Dolores first aid. Group of doctors knocked on our door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Or we didn't doubt that they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? We're running kind of low on water, so I don't think so. We could give them, like, food or something, then that might be fine, but what is this scam? They're not even real doctors. No way we're giving these crooks anything. Dolores was cured. Okay. No food or water. Ha, guess what? We already got ourselves our very own fallout garden. Got a bunch of mushrooms growing on one of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast today? I wouldn't take any chances. We can only eat soup in this town. Day 15. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Ted needs water, really love to eat something and water. Okay, they both need food and water. Man, we're starting to really run low on water. That is not good. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui's really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. Rifle. Pew! So cool. What? Wait, we lost a bottle of water? This way... Nothing to know. Time to ration supplies, no one needs anything. We are not alone. There's a huge, hairy, bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. It's been poking its head out, eyeing our measly food stash. We can't let it get to it. We can't let it be in here when we sleep. Rifle time! Pew! Oh, the rifle's broken. We broke the rifle shooting it? Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still on top of the food chain. Good for us. Damn, our gun blew up when we tried to shoot the thing. How does that happen? Ted's fine. Okay, no one needs food or water. Okay, Timmy's been gone for an unusual amount of time. I think we sent him out on like day 10? Day 11? He still isn't back? Okay, radio. The radio's sounding out, so that sounds good. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Ted needs water. When will Timmy get back? He has to be getting a lot of stuff. It's not the best time or place to make plans for the future, but we can't help thinking about what we can make of this terrible situation. Is our house still standing, or will we have to move to some forsaken hole like Toronto? Who knows, my friend? Oh, Timmy's home! Wait, is he sick? Oh, wow, he brought a lot of stuff. Gas mask. Brought back the gas mask. Okay. We thought the metro station could be a good spot to scavenge for undamaged supplies. Turns out someone came up with the same idea. There's a group of people living down there. They use bullets as currency. They're no bandits, but they keep to themselves. They told us to have a look around if we wanted to. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water. So when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could with that murky, irradiate liquid. What a treat. The metro station traders took a special liking to our clothing. We were always proud of our dress sense, but in our opinion, during the apocalypse, you can never say no to a package of fresh ammunition. Also, you can probably manage just fine without your undergarments, so we quickly came to an agreement. Why is it in plural tense? It was just Timmy. Why are they saying, like, R and stuff? There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booths. We were hoping to find a bit of soap, finally wash ourselves. The only thing we could find there was a can of bug spray. Stomach is rumbling. Timmy should eat something. Timmy's tired. Dolores. Okay, they all need food. So we only have 3 1/4 of a can. Seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out. I think for now for now we're fine. A young man knocked on our door today asking for help. He said he has been watching us for a while. He believes we're good and decent people. Although he hoped we could meet in different circumstances, he could really use our help now. The mission is rescuing his twin sister who went missing while trying to infiltrate a nearby bandit camp. He promises it will be worth our while. I'll send Dolores out. Is that a transmission? That's a radio transmission. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her a weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy, small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised contact us again soon. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. Ted isn't hungry. Timmy isn't hungry. Some water for Timmy. Okay, Timmy just needs water. Some of the water he got from the metro station. Seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe there, maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out. Only Dolores is the only candidate, and I think we're fine for now. Today, an army broadcast interrupted our, let's just call it breakfast. Anyway, they seemed very eager to evacuate us from here, but then went over several things that need to happen before they do it. The first item on the list is up to us. We were given geographical coordinates and need to get to there to leave a sign we're still alive. This should be easy with a map. Okay. Yes, let's do that. We can let the army know that we're still alive. Or the military, I don't know. It might be the army, it might be the Marines, who knows. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. Ted still hasn't recovered his energy. A few drops of water. Okay, Ted and Dolores need water. There we go. We stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shanty town. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble we found a cat, licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching our hatch. Should we let it inside? You know what? Sure. Okay, I think we might need an expedition soon, because we're kind of running low on food. Okay, Timmy can't see anymore. He has too much hair. When we opened the hatch, the cat jumped in and marched around the whole shelter, sniffing all of us. Every wall, corner, empty soup can, and piece of furniture. Finally, it picked a quiet place, sat down, and let out a deep sigh before taking a 12-hour nap. Its collar has Sherikov etched into it. What kind of name is that? Isn't thirsty. Timmy should eat something. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Wait a minute, we can't... Oh, we can't prepare an expedition. Darn it. Timmy has been talking about going out to the surface to explore, run, dance, and play with whatever burnt remains can be found. We would gladly jump at a chance to get him some fresh air, though we are worried the exposure to radioactivity out there will effectively ruin his fun by turning him into a terrifying mutant. Should we let Timmy out? But isn't the radiation already settled? we could get, like, attacked or something. I'm gonna put no. Oh, look, the cat's sitting on top of the shelf. Did it run up the broken gun or something? You do. It's dangerous, and Timmy's sad puppy eyes aren't enough to convince us. And no, chewing your own foot is not a convincing argument there. Timmy is very hungry. Oh, man. Okay, we're really low on food. We have 2.5 cans. That's it. We need to prepare an expedition. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside, but maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Ted, Dolores. I think Ted should do something. For once. Because Ted hasn't really done anything. At all. There's another bottle of water. There's 2 bottles of water. We marched to Ned's house and found the safe cracked open by the blast. Most of its contents were destroyed, but we still salvaged something out of it. Ned was nowhere to be found. He likely perished in radioactive agony. All told, I like how they just casually mention that. Yeah, he perished in radioactive agony, but at least we got a briefcase. I mean, to be fair, if I was in this situation, I probably might do something similar. Ted should drink something soon. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Water. Okay, so Ted needs water and food, and Dolores needs water. Okay, we're running really low on supplies. Good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or two. We sure could use some extra supplies. You know what, Timmy? Typically, you do good out there, so I'll trust you with this, and I'll give you the briefcase. I think that allows you to bring more stuff. Wait, can I switch back to the hand? Yeah, there we go. You don't need to bring more food with you. We're trying to get more food, not get rid of food. Pretty fatigued. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Okay, that's good. So we don't need any more rations, at least for now. We were considering alternatives to the canned soup diet. A sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. Turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in a pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least clean bandages and medicine to attend to their wounded. I think they'll, like, give us something if we give something to them. But we're also kind of low on stuff, so I don't know. Should we? We have a lot of stuff. We don't really need any more stuff in our bunker. Meh. The sound effects might be a little quiet because I turned them down a bunch. Because at first I had the music playing, and I didn't want them... didn't want them all loud over my voice, so I turned off music, and at the same time I also turned down the OBS volume a bunch. But we could tell our guests were not thrilled with our refusal. Their tired eyes alone were enough to understand how much they needed those supplies. They did not beg, but simply turned around and left in an unknown direction. Maybe they will have more luck elsewhere. Maybe. No food for you. Sherikov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something else on its collar. It seems to be a metal plate with an address on it. It's not far. Should we take a quick trip and see what's there? No. We only have 2 people in the shelter currently, so I'd say not. Oh, the radio! Cat made a choice to stay here and we'll respect it. Truth be told, the previous owner cared about the cat at all. They wouldn't have let it run away. Maybe they weren't very good people. Maybe they weren't alive after the nuke dropped. Either way, very careless. Very careless either way. Maybe they weren't alive. Either way, it's careless. Uh-oh, water. Not the water. Don't drink the water. It's bad. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. One of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed the hole. We felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate it and remove the source of this stench? Yeah. Imagine the whole bunker collapses or something. Aw, man. Ted's sick. We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. Happened next nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazed rodent, a reptile or whatever, or this crazy mad creature was, leapt out and started jumping all over the damn shelter. It was everywhere. We couldn't catch it. Before we could do anything, it pushed our radio off the table and went back in the hole it crawled from. We never saw it again. Are you kidding me? Our radio's broken now. The military... Hold on. The military was just giving us instructions, and now our radio's broken. Are you kidding me? Looks like Sherikov snuck out to hunt him in the wasteland last night. This morning we found a dead, glowing rat on our doorstep. Sherikov seemed pleased with his gift for us and quickly expressed its disappointment when we threw it far away from our home. Nothing good will probably come from touching dead radioactive rodents, though, so maybe we should have just left it where we found it. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. His stomach really love to eat something. Right, more food, I guess. We don't have a med kit, so we can't help Ted. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the waste, and right now she's on a trail of a giant mutated spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind. What do you do with that spider, lady? Put it on a leash? She promises that if we help her, we'll return the favor another day. Bullets I don't think are really important, so we can give the bullets away. She could have hurt us, but she didn't. That counts for something, so we rewarded her with our spare ammo. I can't read. Let's see if she keeps her word. Hasn't recovered, is no longer hungry, blah blah blah. We hear a knock on the door and decide to open. Our heart rate always goes up a bit. Fortunately, this time it wasn't some bloodthirsty raiders, but the brother and sister that we befriended some time ago. They're quite ambitious. Together with their group, they're trying to construct a few houses and make a small camp. If we have an axe, we could help them with the construction. We don't have an axe, so... Hopefully Timmy will return soon. Ted. We hope they can manage without us. Building a cozy camp seems like a nice idea, and we wish the group well. Hopping and coughing. Where's water? Oh no. Don't drink the water. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted, and no fresh air just seems to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped by a professional and very cruel rat catcher. That's a strangely specific metaphor, but whatever. Or simile, whatever it is. I don't know how bug spray would help that, but... okay. Oh! Timmy's home! Yay! And he's okay! Yay! And we have a new medkit, so we can help Ted. We decided to spray the hell out of that vent, just to be on the safe side. Turned out it was the right thing to do. A couple of mutated insects fell out, followed by a gust of fresh air. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Before leaving our neighborhood, our expedition noticed a group of scavengers. Again, why are you using past tense pronouns? It was just Timmy. You didn't go out, Ted. You freaking... I don't even know what to call you as an insult. You're just taking credit for Timmy's work. Before leaving our neighborhood, our expedition noticed a group of scavengers. We didn't know them, yet they didn't have any reservations about scavenging the area clear. We decided to steal one of the numerous backpacks they had while they weren't looking. Lucky find! Some soup cans. 1 can of soup and 2 cans of water, and a first aid kit. Aw, man, that suitcase is gone? How did the suitcase get broken, though? It doesn't say. No longer thirsty. Timmy is hungry, tired, and fatigued. Alright, Timmy, have some soup. And Ted, have your first aid kit. You could really use the supplies. You know what? We might need to send Dolores out, because we desperately need more food and water. Holes in our bunker walls aren't just big enough for rats. They can easily fit a cat. We noticed that Sherikov has been sneaking outside every other night and coming back in the morning. Maybe it found something edible nearby and likes to go out for a midnight snack. If that's the case, we want in on this plan. Should we follow it next time it goes outside? Sure. The radio! There's something on the radio, it sounds like. Or is that just nothing? Sherikov took us to an old junkyard that's inhabited by a lone resident, a self-proclaimed scientist living in an old bus, converted into a lab to conduct his experiments. The doc seemed happy to have his pet back, although the cat showed no enthusiasm at the prospect. We exchanged some small talk, but truth be told, we were kind of in a hurry to get out of there. The scientist didn't seem completely sane. He mentioned something about escaping the wasteland in a spaceship. Timmy should eat something. Timmy needs to... Food and water. What do you mean Ted hasn't recovered? I just gave him a medkit. Alright, Dolores needs food. And Timmy needs food and water. Make a choice for today's expedition. Dolores. Alright, Dolores is gone. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Timmy should eat something. I just fed Timmy yesterday. Ted should drink. Ted needs to drink, and Timmy needs to eat. Timmy has been sitting there, just staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be good to have a little chat with him. What's wrong with having a little chat? Someone's knocking, it sounds like. Day 34. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems a little better now. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is no longer thirsty. He needs a few days to rest. Timmy is no longer hungry. Okay, Ted's stomach is rumbling, so let's give him food. Man, we only have 1.5 soup cans. That's really not good. Hopefully Dolores brings some more food. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? You know what? I think I'll just go with it. Why not? What was that? Oh, that was... Wait, the cat's still with us? Opening the door revealed a group of armed teenagers, possibly high school students. Contrary to what we expected, they were very friendly and requested to know if we've seen any Reds nearby. We couldn't help them. When they found out we were not armed, they were kind enough to leave us a spare rifle. We asked who they were, and they all said, Wolverines. Wait, that's a reference to Red Dawn. That's a reference to Red Dawn. Huh. When we woke up today, we discovered that Sherikov somehow found its way back to our shelter. Does that mean it'll stay for good? We're not sure what exactly transpired between the little guy and its owner. We asked, but it wouldn't tell. Ted is hungry. Timmy keeps falling asleep in his chair. Water. I just fed Ted yesterday. What is with you, guys? You keep eating. Stop eating. Claustrophobia is difficult to fight against, especially in a little cluttered bunker. Maybe if we could open the door for just a few minutes, let some air in. I have a feeling this is going to be bad. I'm gonna refuse just because just knowing games in general, I feel like this will probably be bad if we continue. Keeping the door closed was the right thing to do, but tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. During one of its insane episodes around 3 a.m. last night, Sherikov ran face first into a wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammo inside. Thanks, whoever left it there. Timmy needs to rest a bit longer. Timmy's no longer thirsty. Ted's... Stop. Stop eating. Stop drinking. You can survive without it. A loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sherikov found a new toy, a bit of an innocuous thing that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for, but our lights are still on. So it can't be that important, right? Should we take that wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? It might be a radio or something? Who knows? Oh, is Dolores back? Oh, nope. Nothing happened. Grabbed the cable and found it to a rusty old truck parked in one of our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the doors, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. It's the Reds, isn't it? Ted is no longer thirsty. Timmy is rested. Okay, that's good. Timmy's no longer... Ration, is there any way I can pop this down? Yeah, like that. Timmy's fatigued. They're both fatigued still. 1 1/4 cans. And then we have 2 3/4 bottles. Ha! I just broke it. Ration supplies, they don't need anything. A traveling salesman paid us a visit today. He introduced himself as Willie. Apparently business can do well even after the end of the world. Offers 1 can in exchange for cards. Offers 2 cans in exchange for gas mask. I'm gonna give him the cards. We need food, but at the same time we can't just give up our rifle, okay? I mean I don't know why I said that. He gives us water in exchange for a rifle. We need food, and we don't need the cards. We have a checkerboard, which doesn't have complete sets. You know what? We might need the cards. You know what? Just forget about it. Don't think of these as people. These are not people. Hi. Hi, you're thinking wrong. These are not people. They don't need cards. They just need a checkerboard with empty sets. We can't leave Timmy without water for too long. Timmy should... Of course you need to eat something as soon as we get food. Oh, he just finished that quarter of a can that we had. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Fine, we have a rifle anyway, so if they are Soviets, then we can just shoot them. Oh, Dolores is back! And she brought water and nothing else. House, nobody liked that place. The atomic blast didn't change that. Now without windows and a few walls remaining, it looks even more unpleasant. Pleasant or not, it seemed like a good spot to hunt for some useful supplies. The biology class had an aquarium, some water, of course. The fish had died since no one fed them. Could still be drinkable. Don't do this, by the way, guys. Don't drink aquarium water. Expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. She literally brought 2 bottles of water, and that's it. Are you kidding me, Dolores? You absolute buffoon. I don't know, I shouldn't be calling her a buffoon. I mean, we still needed water, sure, but... They were agents. Real, live, secret agents on a government mission. We saw their identity cards briefly. They weren't listening on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request, too, wanting us to aid them with some of their top secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promise they will extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Hopefully they come back soon with more information. That's good. Ted doesn't drink anything. Hold on. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. She doesn't eat. Okay, Dolores needs to eat and Ted needs to drink. It's complete opposite sides. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. Not for now. I think maybe tomorrow would be good. Here, knock on the door, decided to open. Wait, didn't we already have this event? We don't have an axe. 40 days! We hope they can manage without us. Building a cozy camp seems like a nice idea, and we wish the group well. I'm surprised that I'm kind of confused why that event happened twice. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. As to drink, are you kidding me? I just gave you food yesterday. As to drink, has not eaten. You just ate yesterday, you liar. Ted is no longer thirsty. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Okay, Ted needs food and Dolores needs everything. Darn it, we're already down to 1 can again. You know what? We need to send. You know what, Ted? Oh wait, I forgot. We're just preparing. Alarm! There's a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognize some of them. They used to be in our neighborhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of the neighborhood anymore, but they are very serious about angrily waving their heavy flashlights. We need to do something before they break in and take everything we have. Good thing we brought that padlock. Pacifist. Achievement unlocked. Why did a gunshot play? We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that the padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer hungry. Ted's no longer hungry. Some water for Timmy would be nice. We have plenty of water, so we can give away We can feed water like that. Timmy or Ted, I think. Yeah, Ted. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? Timmy's always most reliable, so yeah, you need to bring the gas mask with you, though. We need a new radio or something. Timmy, can you go get us a new radio while you're out there? Because we really need a new radio, Timmy. I just addressed Timmy twice. There's another soup can. Why? No, what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Where's water when Ted needs it? Okay, Ted needs water, which is fine. Water is... we can feed water to people. During our latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man in torn-up clothes. We recognized him as an old bum named Jim, who used to roam the streets of our town before the bomb fell. Now he roams the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on our door, asking if we want to buy a rock. Well, do we? I don't know. You know what? Why not? Let's buy a rock. Radio noises, even though our radio's broken. Our radio's broken, but we still hear radio noises. Old Man Jim was always lovely and friendly to everyone, so of course we opened the door and fulfilled his request. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free, which we were happy to hear. A nice rock is a good thing to have, but we don't think we'll be able to trade any of our supplies for it, even if it brings luck like he claimed. Who knows? Maybe it does. If there's one thing, Dolores needs water and food. Dolores needs water and food, and that's it. There, take a quarter of a can. Our ammunition is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. We need to find it. I don't have a flashlight. Who's knocking? It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost, technically. They're still in the shelter, technically. Dolores needs more time to rest. Ted is hungry. Of course Ted's hungry. Here. Hopefully Timmy will be coming soon. In maybe 6 days, I predict. I know that's kind of a gambler's thing, but whatever. Yeah, I assume Timmy's going to come back in like 6 days or something. I don't know, maybe before that. Who knows? It's predictable though. Stranger, we have plenty of water, so we can... Offers 1 water. Oh, wait. We're giving away something. They're pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to barter for items. He requires... Here's 1... we could get water. We don't really need water that bad. The Boy Scout book can be used for a lot of different things, so... I think we should keep it. Day 45. We refused to trade. Hopefully we made the right choice, but the trader was not too happy about this. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Ted isn't hungry anymore. Ted drink something soon. Water. Okay. Ted needs water. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you. Damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up their barbecue last spring. Those were good times, even if they wasted a perfectly good barbecue. Well, guys, for now, this recording has gotten a bit too long, so I'm gonna stop it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to make a part 2 or something soon. As you can see, everything's just gone. There's nothing left. Except for our car for some reason. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you in part 2.